Will the We Charity scandal affect other Canadian charities as the House of Commons Finance Committee hearings continue to probe into the alleged conflict of interest both the Prime Minister and Finance Minister had in awarding the Canada Student Service Grant Program to We Charity, an organization both Morn-eau and Trudeau's family have been paid by in the past? The question is, what, if any, will the lasting effects be on other Canadian charities? CEO of the Canadian Council of Christian Charities, Reverend John Pell-owe, joins us to discuss further. Thanks for joining us today, John.
Oh, thank you, Maggie.
So have you ever seen this happen, a serious scandal like this concerning the Canadian Prime Minister and Finance Minister when it comes to being entangled with a charity like this?
Never. This is a new situation for us to see.
Yeah. So how do you think this will affect other Canadian charities?
Well, in a nutshell, I would say that the problems seem to be fairly specific to the We Charity as opposed to charity as a whole. So I believe that those people who are faithfully donating to charities of their choice will continue to donate. They know them well. It may be another reason for people who do not donate to affirm their position. This is why I don't donate to charity. But I don't think that it will have any significant effect on most charities.
What message do you think this sends to other charities that might not have inside people within the government, as we've seen with the We Charity?
You know, there are many charities that do get government grants to do various programs, so that's not unusual. There's a process that you go through, and it's an expensive process for charities because they have to prepare extensive proposals. They have to do a lot of work in advance with just the hope of getting a grant. And it's just like as if somebody has come and stepped at the front of the line, they've butted their way in, and they've undermined the process. And I think there'll be a lot of charities who spend a lot of time and effort to do this legitimately. It's got to make them pause and consider, you know, what's the use. Now, I do think they will continue to apply. Most of this is in the international relief and development area, and I think most will continue to apply and do it the right way.
You know, speaking of ethics and just, you know, the ethical issues surrounding this scandal, you know, an outside charity being awarded this money to administer to other charities when it could have been done by a public service organization. What does this say, just ethically speaking? How does this affect our country and the way that we run things ethically?
Well, if they didn't use the public service, which would be first thing, the second would be there are other charities that would be in a position to assist with this. It's not like they were the only one. I think what this does is it really draws into questions the ethics of how this came about, which is what's being investigated. We Charity has spent a lot of money, according to the press reports, on consultants and so forth, and I would have expected they would know better than to walk into a situation like this. Almost $1 billion is going to get a lot of attention, and it certainly has. So it just doesn't smell right, it doesn't look right, and it does cast some doubt on how far will charities go to get cash flow. Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I think you're right. Last question, what should the average Canadian look into or ask when they are donating to a charity?
The first thing I would look at is, are they accredited by anybody? Because 4Cs, our organization, will accredit Christian charities, and Imagine Canada will accredit others. And that's a sign that the charity is willing to be scrutinized. So We Charity is not involved in that. So I think, are they subject to anybody else who goes in to do the scrutiny for you? And secondly is how comfortable are you with the communication that you're getting from them? Is it good and specific information? Is it a lot of hype? Like, how do you know they're really doing the good work that they're doing? And you know, other charities would be willing to, and able to show how it's happening. I'm not familiar with what We Charity did, other than they had a lot of promos, but you want to be confident that there's the good work is actually being done.
Yeah. Thank you so much, John Pell-owe, for your time today.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Maggie.
Hey everyone, thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And let us know what you think about today's topic right there in the comments.